Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. On today's episode of Women Supporting Women, we are going to be talking about burnout and how to implement some self-care strategies when you're feeling super overwhelmed. Now, it's no secret that being a full-time homemaker is one of the most difficult jobs in the world. And if you're watching this and you don't consider yourself a housewife, maybe you work outside of the home or you have a career and you still take care of the household. You're still doing the majority of the housework and the child rearing and everything else. This applies to you. So please stick around and make sure you watch until the end of the video, because I have a very special announcement. Before I dive into this topic, I want to know from you all, what are some ways that you incorporate self-care into your daily routine? Because sometimes it can be hard to think of ideas, especially when you feel like there's not enough time. So please comment down below with some of the things you do to take care of yourselves. Maybe there's something new that you've started implementing into your day and it's been helpful. Please let us know in the comments, because we're all here supporting each other and trying to get through this journey called life together. With that said, let's begin. How many of you ladies are high achievers? Are you always trying to be the best at everything you do? Do you set these really high expectations for yourself inside and outside of the home? Raise your hand if you are a people pleaser and you just want everyone to be happy. And do you also feel guilty when you're not able to do everything perfectly? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then chances are you're prone to burnout. As women, we naturally have a tendency to put ourselves last, especially when it comes to our own needs. We want to take care of everybody else first. That's just the kind of people we are. But when we do this, we have to remember that we're only hurting ourselves. Imagine pouring from an empty cup. What happens? You get to the bottom and you have nothing left to give. So I wanted to talk about this because burnout is something that affects so many of us as women. And I feel like it's something that we need to bring more awareness to. So the first step that I recommend is taking an honest assessment of where you are right now and how you're feeling. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You don't have to go buy a journal, although that would be cute, but it can even be something simple as grabbing a piece of paper and writing out how you're feeling, why you think you're burnout, and what areas of your life need more attention. The idea behind this is to get it all out of your head and onto paper so that you can start to gain some clarity. A lot of times, we hold on to so much guilt and shame and embarrassment that it keeps us stuck and we're not able to move forward. So once you have everything written down, take some time to reflect on what you've written and ask yourself which areas of your life are causing you the most stress. Is it your marriage? Is it your children? Is it your job? Is it your health? Is it something else? Be honest with yourself. Take your time. There's no rush to do this. Next, I want you to write out 3 goals that you would like to accomplish by the end of this month. These can be small attainable goals, things that you actually know you can do. Some examples might be reading 1 book cover to cover, working out 3 days this week, cooking a healthy meal every night this week, waking up 30 minutes earlier. Again, these can be small attainable goals. They don't have to be anything crazy, but they should be meaningful to you. By writing out 3 goals that you would like to accomplish, you'll be able to see that it is possible to balance everything and still take care of yourself. Because I know a lot of times we feel like it's an either-or situation. Like I have to choose between taking care of my family and taking care of myself. I have to choose between being a good homemaker and pursuing my dreams. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can do both. Yes, there will be times when you feel more tired and you have to put more focus on your family. But when you're feeling rejuvenated, you have to use that time to also take care of yourself because you deserve it and your family deserves it too. Number 3, I want you to make a list of all the things you enjoy doing. These can be little things like drinking a hot cup of coffee while it's still dark outside, taking a hot bath, doing your nails, reading a book, going for a walk, listening to your favorite songs. Whatever it is that makes you happy. Now, this might be hard for some of you to do, because if you're already burnt out, you probably don't enjoy doing much of anything. So if that's the case, try to really dig deep within yourself and think of something that used to make you happy. Think of something that you really miss doing. Make a list of those things, and then make sure you schedule them into your week. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, even if it's just for 5 minutes, make sure you schedule them in and you protect that time fiercely. I want you to think of your day like it's a pie, and you get to decide how to slice it. If you're like me, you love pizza. So imagine you have an entire cheese or pepperoni pizza. You get to decide how you're going to slice it. Are you going to have really big slices or really small slices? How many slices are you going to have? Are you going to share your pizza with others? These are the kinds of questions I want you to ask yourself when you're planning your day. How do you want to slice it? How do you want to spend your time? How much time do you want to devote to certain tasks? And I'm not saying that you have to be selfish and not help anyone out. Of course not. But I do want you to make sure that you're not neglecting yourself, because helping others should not come at the expense of your own well-being. Another thing that I want you to do is to remove the word have-ish from your vocabulary. Instead of saying, I have to do this, or I have to do that, say, I get to do this, or I get to do that. When you start saying things in the positive, you'll start feeling better about yourself and what you're doing. You'll be able to find joy in the little things and be more grateful for what you have. Burnout happens when we forget to appreciate what we have, and instead, we focus on everything we don't have, or everything we have to do. So the next time you're feeling burnt out, I want you to try this exercise and see how it works for you. And finally, number 5, delegate when you can. Now, I know that a lot of us homemakers feel like we have to do everything ourselves. We're control freaks. We like to make sure that things are done a certain way, and we don't like to hand over the reins to anyone else. But when you feel burnt out, you have to learn how to let go and trust others. This might be hard at first, but it will be worth it in the end. Maybe you can ask your spouse to take over bath time so that you can have some time to read a book, or listen to music, or do something that you enjoy. Maybe you can hire a cleaning service once a month just so that you don't have to worry about the house being messy. Or maybe you can ask your friends for help when you're feeling overwhelmed. Whatever it is that you need to do, make sure you reach out for help when you can. Burnout happens when we try to do too much on our own. So don't be afraid to ask for help. In conclusion, burnout is something that happens to the best of us. It doesn't mean you're weak or you're not trying enough. It just means that you're human, and humans need to take care of themselves in order to take care of others. So I hope these tips were helpful for you. Remember to write out your feelings. Make 3 goals that you can accomplish this month. Make a list of things you enjoy doing. Reframe negative thoughts positively, and delegate when you can. And if you're looking for more support, please make sure you follow the channel and leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments and responding to them as much as I can. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, and it allows us to continue making videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.